When you're growing up and learning about bees, all you think about, oh, they got the honey and then they make these nests up in trees, or people keep them in boxes in their yards. But you find out about all of their complex behaviors, their social structure. They communicate through a variety of different ways. And I thought that was really amazing that they function on such a complex level, even when they're just such small creatures. When I came to Doc looking to do climate change research around the honeybees, I was very enthusiastic and ready to go, but after talking a little bit over the logistics of what a project like that might be, we realized it's not really feasible in just one summer. It needs to be over the course of many years. You need lots of different data samples and things like that. And so we thought a good place to start would be just to collect the pollen, find out what plants the bees are using and why they might be using them.
Uday's project is just the beginning of a long-term project, in the sense that the methods that Uday is developing are going to be methods that future students will use to study climate change. If climate change is occurring, as the season warms, the same species of flower is going to flower at different times of the year. We need a very accurate way of monitoring when that change occurs, and if we can use honeybees to collect pollen from flowers, and we know specifically when a flower is blooming, over a 10-year period, we should be able to detect if there's a shift in that blooming time by using honeybees.
To collect the pollen, I've affixed these pollen traps to the front of the beehives. So when foraging bees are returning back to the hive and their bodies are covered with these pollen packs, they try to squeeze through this mesh that is on the front of the trap. And as they try to get through the mesh, they're only able to fit their body through, and all the pollen that they've collected brushes off into a collection tray that I can collect later. Something I really like about this university, the small size lets me stay connected with the professors and faculty very easily. I can email them one day and get a response the same day, if not the next at the latest. So staying in such close contact with Doc was really an advantage for my research. Any problems or conflicts I had along the way, I was able to get resolved really quickly.
Well, the benefits of being in an undergraduate research program is that they get to experience the rigors of science, so that whenever they actually go into a graduate program, they're prepared.
I really like the fact that I can take my idea or take my concept over to my professor and say, I want to research this over the summer, can you help me with this? Whereas I feel that maybe at a large university I wouldn't be able to kind of have such almost creative freedoms with my research. I would have to sign on board with whatever they're doing, or kind of pick up whatever tasks they need me to do in order to be involved in research, rather than kind of carving my own path.